Okay. Today marks our halfway point through the week. Legs, I think we're gonna keep doing the leg press. Honestly, I think it'll work out pretty well for us. I think it has been. I just got to make sure I'm doing the right placement for my legs there. Because you can work, or you can have just about anything be biased for the leg press. It just depends on where your footing is. So that's probably the one thing we'll look at today. Just do a pretty standard leg day, man. All in all, it's just going. I don't know what I'm feeling right now. This is like, well, I just feel a little meh, you know? I'm not overly excited. I'm not jumping for joy. I'm not thinking that I'm seeing incredible progress. I think that we're just right now, for lack of better terms, going through the motions of working out. Does that mean that we're not pushing? No. Does that mean we're not trying? No. It just means that it's pretty indifferent. And I think that this is when it's most important to keep going. Right? Like, I think originally when I first started up this channel, I talked about motivation a few times, and how motivation's nice, but it's not the factor that's going to make sure whether or not you stick in the gym long term and make sure that you actually progress and all this stuff. It's all about determination. And I guess like days like this is where you just have to make sure that you keep going. You can't skip. You can't think, I just don't really feel like it. You have to get through that apathy towards going today. Because missing one day turns into missing two, and missing two turns into three, and it snowballs. And that's how people stop going to the gym a lot. I think that it's probably because I lost a bit of weight while I was sick. I was obviously not happy about that, but I've also been spending a bit more time than normal looking on social media. I see a lot of people on there, very, well, at least what the algorithm's going to push you. If you do anything a lot with the gym, or if you're like finding yourself talking about it a lot, or just scrolling through a lot of stuff like that, I mean, you're going to find, the people who have incredible physiques, people who you look on their profile and they claim that they're natural or something like that, and it just makes you wonder. Or people who are like, oh yeah, I've gone through a 2-year transformation, sorry, and I've gained, I don't know, 80 pounds of muscle or something crazy. Like, that's an extreme example. Obviously there are people who are closer than that, but there's people who are like, oh, I've only been going to the gym for 2 years, 3 years. And yes, you can make substantial gains on that, but I don't think you're gaining 30 pounds of lean muscle and you're looking like you're shredded all the time. It's just, I don't know. I look at them and I go, man, I feel like I'm not progressing very well. But I think that's what a lot of people feel nowadays. Everybody wants to be in this rat race to be the best physique as soon as possible, right? And that makes sense. Nobody wants to waste their time. But there's always been a saying for that, which is like, comparison is the thief of joy. So like, if you're going to look at other people and compare yourself to those people, you're obviously not going to like where you are. You're not going to appreciate how far you've come if you just see somebody who's ahead of you. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that even though I might not be feeling super ecstatic, super happy, super like ready to go and kill this thing, I'm still going to go. I'm still going to bring you guys with me. I'm still getting over how awkward I feel in the smaller gym. I feel like you probably noticed that yesterday when I was trying to do some posing. I was catching some bad looks. Normally that's not a bad thing, but it feels bad when that's over half the gym if two people are doing that to you, right? Um, I'll get over it. It just might take some time. So bear with me on that as well. But we're going to keep going, and you guys will see that. And I thank all of you for sticking around. So without further ado, I'm going to get to work. Um, and we'll hit the gym whenever we're ready. So I will see you guys in a few. Okay. We are going to do more of a quad focus leg press because Saturdays are my hamstring focus days. And that's going to be narrow, right? Narrow and low on the pad here. Just try to get as much activation as we can on these. Slow. I'm not entirely confident in it. I did a few warm-up sets and it felt pretty good, but we'll see how this goes. Probably also picked the worst sock and shoe combo for this. I mean, I got flat shoes. I just don't have any socks. I think that was good. It wasn't easy, so. But I also feel like I probably could have gotten one or two more in there, so. We'll run the same weight again, see what the result is. Okay. I think we'll do it again. Oh, the quads feel good though. I guess maybe I spoke too harsh on the leg press here now that I actually have to use it. Because I remember talking shit about it before. I was like, yeah, the leg press just isn't as good as other movements, but it has some versatility to it. Huh? I'm also wearing sweats because it's freezing in here, dude. My hands are, like the fingertips are white. Maybe we'll warm up a bit more after another set or two of these. No, that's pretty effective. We got one more though. They like to say I could do that again. I want to find out. Okay, enough time's passed. We're gonna do our last one here. Quads feel great. Again, I'm just wondering, dude, it's like, this is going against a lot. I mean, I'm a science-based guy, right? And whenever I think about exercise, I'm like, oh, what's scientifically the best exercises? But I guess it shouldn't all be science and study-based, right? You do also have to find that kind of piece that you want for yourself, what you like doing, what you feel like works the best. Because sometimes a feeling does help a lot, if you know what the correct feeling is. Everything's like substantial in that way. Everything's like subjective, I guess. With all that, just want to finish this one. Maybe some long length partials. I don't like the headaches though. The exertion headaches that you get from this machine in particular are something else. Talking about barely. Kind of cheated the last one there. I'd like push with my fucking arms. Next thing up is just a bunch of leg curls and extensions and the adductors. So let's get a start on those. Let me relearn how to walk here. All right, here we are on the second portion here. Leg press. And, well, I still try and get rid of a little bit of a headache here. We're looking at 155. For our first set, I believe 150 for the second. And just around 145 for the third. I know it might not be a weight change, but I think it's enough. Even 5 pounds can be the difference between somebody making a rep and not, so. Set that proper. I believe I'm sitting at the medium. And in the Jordans, dude. Leg workout in the Jordans. It's diabolical, but we do what we can. Knees at the point of rotation. Okay. No. Thought we kind of had that. I guess not. Oof. Okay. 150 it is. Oof. Give me a sec. Let me breathe a little more here. Oof. Oh, I got like that sap, or whatever you want to call it, all in my hands. Give me a sec. Now, I know it's new equipment, and it probably is going to happen just because when I do exercises with legs a lot in particular, I grip onto the machine very forcefully. So I'm wondering if maybe that's something to do with why some of the, I don't know if it's like a sealant or if it's like a grease. It's probably a grease, honestly, that's in between this and the grip itself. Keeps like kind of coming in on the edges. But I cleaned it up, and hopefully it just doesn't happen again. We'll see. Let's do this again. Oof. Locked in. And here. One more. I'll also start working the adductors as well, so I'll deal with those really quick. Whew. Gotta say, man, I underestimated the adductor machine for a very long time. I thought it was like, it's the groin muscle. It's fairly important, but physique-wise, eh. And then I saw what, like, people who really trained it, how wide their legs get. And it's just like, might have glossed over it. But learn the lesson, right? So we're working ourselves a bit more in with that. Hopefully see some progress. Without further ado, though, we are going to get this last one. Okay. Okay, we're done. On to quads. Oh, at least let the burning stop for a second. Jesus, okay. Moving on. So they're right there. So, not moving very far. All right, here we go. This one's a kicker. If there ever was one. Dude, somebody was close to my height, though. Whoever it was. Good on you, man. Whew. Small. That's probably worth it. I got 160 here. This is the one that I'm not a big fan of right now. Especially because my quads feel worked very well throughout the process of using the leg press there. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see how we do. Last time we got 6. We'll push 7. I check my weight as well. Kind of a weird time to check it is like 1 p.m. when I'm doing this. So, did weigh about 190 though. Now you're supposed to use just the one scale, but I like the scale that makes me the heaviest, at least right now. At this point in time in my life, very specifically, I'm a fan of the one that makes me the heaviest. So, we'll see. Maybe we actually are 190.
and I'm not just gaslighting myself to feel better and make sure the bulk is working. Enough of my rambling. We've got 160 to move here. We can crush it. Or we can fucking crush it. Whew. 10. Surprise, surprise. The 6 to 10 jump needs to be studied. I'm wondering if I just had it like at the wrong setting for something, but that felt good. Whew. We'll do adductors again. Come back here. Adductors a final set. Finish up the last 2. Check things out. We're moving along at a swift pace here. All right. 155 here. What am I thinking with 155? We need 8, that's what I'm thinking. I'd like to hit 8. Get to our... Feel a little bit better here. Oh man. Pre-workout hits pretty well. But I still yawn somehow. Maybe that's a study. Why do I yawn still? Even after putting 200 milligrams of caffeine in my bloodstream. It just seems odd, right? Well. Okay. Up to 150. I'm gonna do my last set for adductors, and then we'll be done. Just about. All right, on number 3, 150. I just did the last set of adductors, so I'm still a little winded. Just allow me to catch my breath here for a minute. I'm also trying to think of a spot to check some posing, but I'm afraid that there really isn't many spots here, if there are at all. So I'm going to check out a few spots once we're done just to see what kind of works or doesn't work. And then we'll get out, but I'm still thinking 2 to 3 sets ahead. All right. I think we're all set now. I think we caught ourselves up a little bit here. 150. last one at 145. Okay. Last one here. You know what that means? Just gonna run with a protective cap there was off. We're gonna bring ourselves to that long length partial section. Just as many as we can, honestly. Let's see what we can get out of this. I feel like we can do pretty good. That's it. It's probably exactly how I wanted to end that. Just on fire. Jesus. Okay. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna work. Maybe these will be good. I got shorts on underneath. I just didn't know the opportune time to really switch out. It's still cold in here, so I'll have a quick check, see how things are looking. Oh, man. I mean, we are just toasted, dude. Oh, I'm struggling to even like pose properly right now. Hopefully it looks better, or at least as good as it does over here. They're just full, dude. Not so much definition-wise, but wider. I'd like to say I have bigger hands, right? So getting to like that, honestly, I'm super happy about that. Calves are obviously something I struggle with because I'm tall, but it doesn't get too much better my leg days anyway. So we'll consider that a success. Now, unfortunately, I got to get out of here kind of early. I got to go deal with my little dog. So well, that'll be that. I'll just try and rehydrate and get rid of this headache, dude. I think I'm starting to get exertion headaches, which is kind of new to me. So I think that just means I need more electrolytes, carbs, stuff like that. Maybe sugar, but that's going to be that. So tomorrow we're going to switch right back up, chest day. And can only hope that goes just as well as today. So you know how it goes. Until I see you guys next, it's always be kinder than necessary. Thanks for watching. Peace.